Okay. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. And I'm excited about our topic today. And I look forward to having Mrs. Morales assist us with learning more about social media and some of the effects we can see on our students. First thing, I wanted to remind you that there's refreshments. And if you could sign in on the sign-in sheet. And then if you turn your agenda over. Yesterday, our fundraiser was due. If you still have money or orders for your fundraiser, please get it in today if at all possible. If you can't get it in today, definitely by tomorrow, okay? And then there's a parent computer class that's going on from 9 to 11, and it started yesterday and today, and then there's 2 days, Monday and Tuesday next week. And so if you missed this computer class, I think we're going to try and have more computer classes for parents. Now, on the 14th, we're going to recognize the 17 people whose lives were lost in Florida, and we're going to have 17 minutes of acts of kindness. And so it's a walk out of school day, but we don't want our kids to be walking out of school, so we're going to encourage them to talk about their thoughts. If they're 3rd through 5th grade, they'll have an opportunity to share their thoughts, and they'll do 17 acts of kindness, or 17 minutes of acts of kindness. If they're kindergarten through 2nd grade, we will not be discussing what happened in Florida, but we will be teaching them to be kind and to be safe. Okay, and then this Friday, PTA is sponsoring the Sock Hop. It's a 50s thing for TK through 5th. So your students your children can come with one adult. And so again, being here today, you get a free pass. So, right. Even if you have 3 or 4 kids, one chaperone is fine. And then Arinma was scheduled to have their running event from 9 to 10 this Saturday. It is canceled due to the weather. And then on the 19th, next week, we're going to start with our LPAC testing, and that's for our English learners. And then there's other information there. But on the 29th, we're going to have a dress-up theme here at Arinma, and it's the holiday theme. So you dress up either like for Valentine's, Christmas, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, whatever you want, or all of them. So it is going to be on the 29th. And it's on the back of the sheet. Okay, and then on the 30th, again for March only, we are having our Student of the Month on a Friday, and TKK will be performing. And then April 2nd through the 6th, we will be on our spring break, and when we come back, we will start the standardized testing, CASP, for our 3rd grade to 5th grade. Okay, and then we will not have our open house until the 25th of April. That was originally planned for March, but it's been changed. Okay, I also want to recognize Isabel Ortiz from Ms. Coyer's class. She's going to be recognized Thursday at the board meeting as a 2nd place winner in the K through 2nd grade category in the Red Ribbon Week poster contest. So we're excited for her. And then our County History Day was last Saturday in Moreno Valley. And I want to thank Mrs. S. Devlin and Mr. Hootie for their dedication and commitment to taking our 5th grade students to the county level. It was a wonderful experience. Our students did not get to go on to the state level, but they got an experience that I think they will carry with them forever. And we are excited for next year. We learned so much because this was our first year going to the county. And we got to see unbelievable projects that we're going to go back and do those and do it even better. So it's pretty exciting, and for right now, I think that's pretty much it. Are there any questions? Yes. The question is, are the kids going to be wearing green for Friday, for St. Patrick's Day? Fridays, we usually have our house shirts, and so I think that all Fridays, we just do house shirts. If your child wants to wear something green along with that, that's fine. So, no pinching will be going on. Thank you for the question. Okay, well, I am looking forward to hearing from Mrs. Morales, and so I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to her. If everybody could give Ms. Morales an applause.
Thank you. Good morning. So I just wanted to do a second kind of recap for those of you who might have missed the first cognitive principle that we did talking about social media. It had mostly to do with how to protect our kids, so how to find resources on setting parental controls and how to change Wi-Fi password codes if you have older kids who are a little bit more savvy, how to disable, Google and allowing your kids to not be able to search without your permission, those types of things. And that's in this, one second. But what today's focus is going to be on is how we can protect our students who already, if your child already has social media platforms, whether they're on Facebook or they're on Snapchat, or if they're on Musical.ly, they're on Kik, how can you get information about what is available on those platforms and how we can keep our students safe. So how many of you guys recognize these apps? Do you guys recognize most of those apps? Okay, Facebook. Again, I was reminded yesterday in the classrooms that it is for old people. I was offended. But that's what they told me, so I said, okay, I got it. So then we have Snapchat, which is our little ghost, Instagram, Kik Messenger. Does anybody know what Kik Messenger is? So Kik is a messaging app where data does not apply, like it doesn't cost you to send text messages depending on your plan. So if you download the app, and you can message people through there. The tricky part of Kik is that it doesn't use a phone number, and the person is able to create their own username. So when we have bullying incidences that happen and come to school, we don't know who Gummy Bear 65 is. You have no idea who this is coming from. And your child can also, I downloaded the app and I played around with it, and I got messaged by people I had no idea that wanted to be my friend. How they found me, I have no idea. But they were messaging me, asking to be my friend. I think people can just do some searches. Most of them were older, and they have access to your child. You can make the profile private and do things like that. But it is sticky because you don't have a phone number. You can't really go back and fix it. You have to hand it.
That's a bad app.
Yeah, it wasn't one of my favorites.
I don't let my daughter.
Yeah.
You get a lot of adult content.
It's a lot of adult content. It's widely used for extramarital things, and it's pretty much out there. And so there's a lot of adults and a lot of dating and a lot of trying to meet people on this app, because like I said, it's a secret app. You don't know who it is. There's no phone number. It's very difficult to trace back. When I was doing my internship and I was out of middle school, we had a lot of problems with Kik because kids were getting bullied and they had no idea. They would bring it in and we were like, who is this person? We couldn't figure it out because they made up their own screen names, so we had no idea. Tumblr is another one. Tumblr is that's the one with the T. It's a site with different types of pictures and videos that people post, and you can comment on the videos and pictures. a ton of adult content on this website, or this app. Again, you don't need a whole lot to just make a profile, because you don't need to put in a whole lot of information, but a lot of adult content on the site. Twitter, and then Musical.ly and YouTube. I'm sure everybody's familiar with YouTube, right? We're good with YouTube? Okay. And Musical.ly, I'm going to talk a lot about Musical.ly because specific to Orlando, we're having a lot of issues, concerns with Musical.ly here on our campus. So I will be talking a lot about Musical.ly. So I don't want to forget there are good things about social media. Obviously, we stay connected with fans and family. We can volunteer. For those of you who are on Facebook, there's a lot of events, community things that go on that you find out through Facebook. We have a Facebook page here. It's a way for us to communicate with parents. We put things on our page to let you know what dress-up days are coming and what events are happening. We can share music, we can do art, share our creative ideas, meet and interact with others, things that we do in the classroom, Google Classroom. It's amazing what we can do with others, students through social media. Then, of course, with the good comes the bad. Our kids can be exposed, like I said, with inappropriate messages, things that they aren't searching for, but that just comes to them. Photos. It's an easy way to spread rumors, gossip around schools, particularly with our 4th and 5th graders. Cyberbullying does occur. Some of our kids aren't really that safe with giving out their information. They interact with strangers, and the kids here at our school, they're truly very innocent. They're just trying to have fun. And we are, as parents, are the first generation that are learning to raise children that have always known the internet. And we're kind of flying blind, and we have to educate ourselves in order to be on top of it and keep our students safe. So a lot of times they're just out there having fun with their friends and making videos and doing innocent things. But what they don't realize is how they're allowing people into their lives unknowingly, and what content they're exposed to without having to do a whole lot of searching. It's just there. Okay? So I have a couple videos that I'm going to show really quick about a social experiment. You may have seen them. They're not super new. But just how quickly and easily dangerous situations can happen.
This first girl, her name is Michaela. She's 13 years old. We've been talking on Facebook for the last couple of days, and we're supposed to meet up at the park later when our parents leave the house. I'm just waiting right now.
Okay. Let me preface this. This gentleman right here in the car. Oh, can you turn that one light off? It's kind of bright. Yeah. Sorry. So there's a gentleman who's in his 20s, like 24, 25 years old. He does a social experiment. He gets with parents. Parents give them permission to interact with their children, and he creates a fake profile and starts interacting with these 3 sets of parents, their children. And he goes, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Let's see if they respond.
You guys can see that? Let me make it bigger.
Or get the text that our parents left the house.
Did you see it?
My parents just left. I can be at the park in 10 minutes. We're going to go see if she can come in 10 minutes. We're going to go right now, set up all the cameras, and just be waiting there for her. So she said she's going to meet me at the park playground. So this is the closest to her house.
So this is a 12-year-old girl thinking she's talking to a 14-year-old boy.
See what she says. She said, okay, I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Is that better?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She's coming yet? Michaela? From Facebook. Michaela, are you crazy?
That's her dad. And even though she didn't recognize him, she kept walking towards him.
Yeah, you know that I could have been anyone. Like you talked to me for the last 4 days. You've been talking to me on Facebook. You know that like you shouldn't talk to strangers, especially online. Like I wasn't even. Do I look the same as my picture? It could be even worse than that. You know how scary this could have been. We have to talk. This next girl, her name is Juliana. She's 12 years old, and we're supposed to meet up tonight when her father falls asleep. But right now, I'm here with John, who's Juliana's father. We're going to see if she's actually going to come to the door or not. She said, this was the last text, LOL, I would have to wait till my dad falls asleep if you want to chill, because I can't have voiceovers. So she wants to chill tonight, supposedly. What do you think about that? I don't think she will open the door. God, I hope she doesn't open that door. What's your address? I pray. She has no response to this. Well, I can't say the address, but she just literally just texted the address. Start driving to the address. Close by. My dad's going to drop me off. Alright, so she just said, I think my dad fell asleep, you can come down. You want the light right here? Yes. Come outside. Come to the front door. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? How can you do this? You're 12 years old. You're 20 years old. You're giving way to learning. We're in West Iowa. And why do you think you have to see now? And why do you think you have to see this? I love you. But I will do this again. I will do this. This next girl, her name is Jenna. She's 14 years old. We've been talking online over text message and even had a phone conversation. So right now we have the parents of Jenna. Jenna thinks her parents are going out tonight for a date night. She thinks my brother is going to be driving, so she's going to get in the car, but she doesn't actually know that. It's all just me. So I'm going to text her right now. Did your parents leave yet? Yeah, like 15 minutes ago. Do you think she's going to go through with this? No way. What's your address? Alright, is this your house? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Alright. We are here to come out. You don't think she's coming out? She better not be coming out. Oh, you go out. Yeah. Yep. That's what he's on. Take a witness. Yeah. Pop in. He's in the back. Come on. Stop it, you motherfucker! Down. Look, turn around. Turn around. Turn around. How can you dare Philip with fingers fired?
What are you thinking? Just explain.
Give me your phone right now. Give me your phone now.
What would have happened if you came out and it wasn't us two back here and there were really crazy people back here?
We never want to saw you again.
We watched movies together. Look at newspaper articles on the news that all these things are real life situations that happen. And we discussed that. What is this? Find it or find out on your own?
So what happened to the family that drove away? Three strangers in the car.
All right, so that gives you an idea of how truly innocent our kids are. They really believe that they're talking to who they think they're talking to online. And there is another one of these experiments with all boys, and it is almost exactly the same. They end up in someone else's house, they end up in the car, and At night, in a stranger's car, a grown man's driving, and she jumped right in the front seat because she thought she was going to go to some 15-year-old boy's house that she was talking to that she probably thought was really cute. And every time I've seen one of these social experiments, all the parents are like, excuse me, all the parents are like, we talk about this, we have these conversations. But the fact of the matter is our kids are innocent. They don't necessarily always see the dangers, even though we talk about them with them. So it's really important that we try to understand what our students are doing on social media. Sorry, let me get this back going. Ms. Lopez wanted me to put a secret word into our YouTube video. The secret word is orange. For parents who watch it online, they'll be entered into a raffle. So I tried to do a little research of my own.